I get most excited when I'm doing data journalism when I sort of discover that smoking gun, the evidence in the data that lets me know I've got a good story and I've got good information to put in the story, something that'll help really prove what I'm talking about. That's what really gets me excited. Right now I work for the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism here at Arizona State University in Phoenix, Arizona. My workday, much of the week I'm teaching students how to do journalism, the basics, and data journalism as well. Also part of the time I spend working with other journalists. I do consulting and helping journalists do data analysis for stories that they're working on. I was a young reporter for the Miami Herald when I bought my first computer. It was an Atari 800 that I bought as a hobby, but as I was playing with it, I began realizing it could help me do my job better at work. And so I started learning to use it in things like spreadsheets and database programs, and more became a specialist in data journalism. So all that began maybe a little bit over 30 years ago. The project I'm most proud of is probably the Hurricane Andrew project. In 1992, when Hurricane Andrew hit South Florida, in Miami, I was living down there, and my house was among the 80,000 homes that were badly damaged or destroyed. And I wanted to know why it was so bad. I've been told for years, like everybody else down there, that we had the strongest building code in the nation. So I got involved with our investigative team as we were recovering from the damage and did data analysis that helped us basically show that this really wasn't an act of God, it was actually our own stupidity. We had let the building codes get weaker and weaker over the years until finally the big hurricane came and showed us the error of our ways. I would say first thing is get comfortable with math. If you're still in college, take a statistics course. It will be vastly useful to you later. If you're in a newsroom now, start learning to at least take data and pull it into Microsoft Excel or some other spreadsheet and learn to do the simple things like sorting and filtering. Those will help you start getting the idea of getting your hands in the data and looking for the patterns that'll tell you the story. I think the future is very bright. One thing that clearly is happening is more and more governments are realizing that it's important to open up the data that they've gathered. Public access is spreading, and more data is being collected on computers and therefore is open to being analyzed by us. So to me, one of the brightest things in journalism right now is the opportunity to do these kinds of stories using data.